knocking on doors and we're making phone calls. And those are the ways that we're going to be able to win this election. So a little background, my name is David Sanchez, I'm the Deputy State Director for Bernie Sanders here in Texas. But when we showed up, a few months ago, in Texas we were polling at about 15%. And what's taken us to where we are now, the latest poll from the Texas Tribune that we saw was we were at 44%. And what's taken us there is everyone in this room, because you guys are knocking on doors and you guys are making phone calls. We've made lots of phone calls across Texas, and we've knocked on thousands and thousands of doors. It's so important about doing those special little things. And I just want to thank you guys so much for helping out and and also the other communities that are here. The reason that we're here today is because we're going to be knocking on doors with Cesar Vargas. And I just wanted to bring up a few special guests. One is former state rep and local, activist here, Domingo Garcia. So we're going to
So who's feeling the burn?
Yeah.
Viva Bernie!
Yeah.
All right. I'm here and I'm formally endorsing Bernie Sanders as the next president. There's only one president who's talking about the real issues, about jobs for regular Americans, about why the system is rigged for the rich in Wall Street and the crooks, and why none of them ever go to jail.
That's right.
Some guy robs a Jack in the Box and he's sent to life in prison. Somebody robs 20 million people of their homes and he gets a yacht.
Yeah.
That's wrong. And that's what this campaign is about. Bernie Sanders is talking about what it's going to take to fix America. Why we should have tuition-free universities for every American citizen. We spent $3 trillion in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
With that kind of money, we could have paid for every American to graduate from a college for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
That's right.
Our priorities from this place. We need to change that. And I think what Sanders is doing is making that change. Now, a lot of people say, well, Bernie, he tied in Iowa. Yes, he won New Hampshire, but New Hampshire was all white. But Texas, there's going to be this firewall. Let me just tell you, Latinos voted for Bernie Sanders in Nevada, and Latinos in Texas are going to vote for Bernie Sanders in Texas. Americans across the board, black, white, or brown, straight, gay, old, young, they're voting for Bernie Sanders because they know this is what the future of America is. We're going to make America the America of opportunity, of inclusion. That Statue of Liberty is going to stand for what it stays there. Bring me your 400 masters, you're going to be free. And Bernie Sanders, as the son of immigrants, and we're going to have another son of immigrants here talk to you, is what this is about: bringing comprehensive immigration reform so that over 12 million Americans can come out of the shadows and become part of the American dream. And so that is why this campaign is so important. What you do is so important. People always underestimate the people of Texas and the people of America. They've got a big rude awakening, in Iowa and New Hampshire, and they're going to find there's going to be a Texas surprise coming up.
Yeah.
Let me just, finish. I want to introduce David Espinosa, who's a trustee from Grand Prairie. And also, I want to just say, what you do is what makes a difference. Yeah, they have, our opponent has the super PACs and the multimillionaires supporting her campaign, and the president was here, but nobody's entitled to be president. You got to earn it, and you got to earn it by talking to the American people, and that's what Bernie Sanders is doing it one vote at a time. Yeah. I'd like to introduce to you now a person. I don't know how many of you know, but back in 2001, I was a co-author of the Texas In-State Tuition Bill, which allowed anybody who graduated from Texas high school to go to college and pay in-state tuition. It became known as the Texas Dream Act. Now 19 states have adopted that. And in those 19 states, you see generation after generation of new Americans who are coming forward and producing and being part of the American culture and productivity. One of those is joining us today. He hails from Brooklyn. He went to the same elementary and high school as Bernie Sanders.
Wow.
Okay?
Not say that.
And he's the first Latino undocumented immigrant to become an attorney in the state of New York.
Bernie Sanders is the next president of the United States. It's always an honor for me to represent the senator because the political revolution is about that, right? It's not about surrogates who are U.S. senators. It's not about big name activists. It's not about celebrities. It's about each and one of us. It's about the students who are trying to go to college. It's about the dad and the mom trying to work perhaps 1 or 2 or 3 jobs just to pay the bills. And for me, that's what matters. People say, well, Cesar, why did you join the campaign? I didn't join this campaign to get a fancy White House staff job at the end of this campaign season. I didn't join this campaign to be in Washington, D.C. and mingle with the lobbyists. I joined this campaign because I know there's only one individual who understands that we need to reform our priorities. And I cannot work at the White House because I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm undocumented. Only U.S. citizens